Today, we are going to talk about one of the major scholarships in Europe, and then this scholarship is able to cover your tuition, your living expenses, your flight cost, and even your visa cost. But before we get into it, if you've not subscribed, please subscribe, like, share, and comment to help support my channel. Let's get started. Our scholarship for today is the Erasmus Mundus Joint Masters Scholarship. And when you come down here, it says students from all over the world are welcome. You will study at several universities in Europe and beyond. 4 scholarships are available for the best students, which means that all international students are eligible to apply to this scholarship. Now, when we come down here, it says search and apply. This is where you are going to search for the programs to apply to the scholarship. We are going to do that in a minute, but let's go down and then read what we have here. It says, why apply? Erasmus Mundus Joint Masters are prestigious international masters jointly designed and delivered by a group of higher education institutions. They involve at least 3 institutions from at least 3 countries and multiple associated partners from the academic and non-academic world. This means that if you are able to get the scholarship, you get to travel while you study, because you are able to study in at least 3 different countries and then at least 3 different institutions. There are programs where they study in about 5 countries for the one program and in about 4 different institutions. So it is different for every program. That is what they are saying here. Now let's go down and read the benefits of the scholarship. It says that masters may offer full scholarships to the best ranked students worldwide. Scholarships cover your participation cost, which is your tuition fee, and contribute to your travel, visa, and a living allowance. So they are going to pay your tuition, they are going to cover your flights, pay for your visa cost, and then provide you with a monthly stipend. Now, it also says here that the program can be for 1 to 2 academic years, and then you will gain either a joint degree, that is one single degree certificate issued on behalf of at least 2 higher education institutions, or multiple degrees, that is at least 2 degree certificates issued by 2 higher education institutions of the consortium. This means that after your program, you can get a single degree certificate which has been issued on behalf of at least 2 of your universities in your consortium, or you can get multiple degree certificates, at least 2 from 2 universities in your consortium. That is basically what they are saying. Now let's move down to when to apply. It says that in most cases, you should submit your application between October and January for courses starting the following academic year. Each master's website has all the details about the course of study, the list of participating universities, the entry requirements, and all the steps of the application process. Now, although this is the application period for the scholarship, different programs have different deadlines. Some are in March, some are in May, some are in February. So you have to check the program you want to apply to so that you can be sure about the deadline. Now let's move on to what you need. And it says that you must have a bachelor's degree or be in your last year of bachelor studies. And then you must also graduate before the master's program starts. Now let's scroll up and see how to apply to programs for the scholarship. So we are going to search and apply, and you're going to click on search the course catalog. This page is where we search for programs to apply to the scholarship. So we are going to scroll down. Here is information about the scholarship, so you can read about it, but you're going to focus on how to find the programs to apply. Now there are several programs here, and you can use this filter to cut them down. And you can filter by country, by the duration and credits, by the universities, by field of study, and then by year of project selection. For the sake of the program, I'm not going to filter it. So you are just going to choose one of the programs. You can see that there are several programs here. Okay, let's go down. There are several programs here. And then you see that this is up to like 11. I think there is more here too. So you can go through it and find the program which is in your field. But because of this video, we are going to just select one and then we go through it. So this program is the Erasmus Mundus Master in Education, Migration and Diversity. Now let's click on application so that we can see how to make our applications to this program. Please note that the application to the different programs are not the same. So you have to go to the program of choice and then you see how their entry requirements are so that you can apply to it. But for the sake of this program, I'm just going to go through this one so that we all get to know how to apply. So for the application, we are going to click on the entry requirement. This is the entry requirements, and it says the program builds upon a first degree such as a bachelor's degree in a field related to the program such as social sciences, history, cultural studies, education sciences, and all that. A bachelor in teacher education is also possible. So this is telling you the fields that they expect the applicant to be in, and it says that the final grade of the first degree should be a minimum of C+ and proven by certificates. It also says that preference will also be given to qualified applicants with relevant professional experience in the field, which can have been gained through jobs, internships, or voluntary work, which means that if you have any professional experience in any of these fields, it gives you an upper hand in an application. Again, it says your last degree should have been obtained within 5 years. If it is older, please explain why you chose to return to the university in your motivation letter. The program qualifies students for a master's degree. If you already hold one, you should convincingly justify the reason for wanting to pursue a new master's degree in your motivation letter. So it means that if you already have a master's degree and you want to apply, you should be able to explain to them why you already have a master's degree and you are still applying for a master's program in your motivation letter. Now let's move down and go through the documents you need to apply to this scholarship. So this is document required for the application, and then the first one is a recognized 3 or 4 year bachelor's or master's degree from a higher education institution, or a certified transcript of records indicating that the bachelor will be finished at the time of the enrollment in the master's program. As they already said, if you are still in school in your bachelor's program, you can still apply as long as you will be done before enrollment into this particular program. And they say the certified translation into English is required for languages other than English, French, German, Italian, and then Swedish. The next one is your high school diploma. You're going to need your secondary school leaving certificate to apply to this scholarship. Then the next thing is your proof of nationality. That's a copy of your passport. Then we have your language certificate. It says language proficiency can be demonstrated by passing an internationally recognized exam that was completed no more than 2 years before the application for the degree program was submitted, or through equivalent evidence. So let's go down. And it says that the following language diplomas meet the requirement. So these are all language certificates. And it says language proficiency can alternatively be demonstrated through the following qualifications: a bachelor's, master's, licentiate, or doctoral degree in English from a state-recognized higher education institution, which means that if you completed a higher education in English, you don't have to provide a language certificate. Please note that this is so for this particular program. You don't have to submit a language certificate. You can just provide a letter of proficiency from your school and you are done. Most of the programs in this scholarship actually do not require you to submit a language certificate. You can just submit the letter from your school. However, you have to check with your program and make sure that you don't have to write a language test so that you don't make a mistake and delay your test. And the next one is a university entrance qualification from an English-speaking education system. Then the next one is certificate of employment, internship, or voluntary work relevant to the field of education, migration, and diversity in English, German, French, Italian, or Swedish. So if you have any experience in internships or professional experience, any voluntary experience, it will go a long way in boosting your application. So you have to add those certificates to your application. Then we have a motivation letter. It says maximum of 2 pages. If you need help writing your letter of motivation, I'm going to leave the link up here and then in the description, so you can check that video and it's going to help you to write your letter of motivation. Then the last thing we have here is the names and addresses of 2 referees, that is academic and or professional field. So if you don't have academic, you can just bring 2 professional field referees. Now here we have costs and funding. We've already mentioned it, but let's check what the program has here. It says for scholarship holders, you receive a scholarship that's €1,400 per month for 24 months. Health insurance will be covered, and then there will be no tuition. So you're not going to pay tuition, and you're going to receive your living expenses, and then your health insurance will be covered. We've already also mentioned that your travel and then your visa cost is also going to be covered by the scholarship. After you've gone through the requirements and then the documents you need for your application, you can just come down here, and this is the application portal. So you're going to click on apply now. So here they still talk about the entry requirements and all that we've already been through. So you're going to ignore this, and then you're going to click on this. Okay, please, when you go to the program you're applying to and it's in another language, just translate it to English so that you're able to understand what they are saying. Now, we are going to click on I hereby confirm I have read and agreed to the terms of use. So let's click on this, and then let's click next. So this is the form that you're going to fill. It says step 1 of 3, so it's 3 steps. You fill this part. So here you upload your documents and all the required documents that we already mentioned. Then you check to make sure that everything is in order. Because you've not filled anything, that's why it's red. So you check, and then if you think you are done, you can just send it. The send is inactive because we've not filled anything. Okay, so this is how you apply to the Erasmus Mundus Scholarship. Please note that every scholarship application is different for every program. So you have to check your program and then make sure that you have all the requirements before you start your application. If this video was helpful, please subscribe, like, share, comment, and help support my channel. See you in the next video. Bye.